Eesh. All right. Dude, I was waiting to start the stream for a while. I was like, yeah, I've got to stream in like 20 minutes. So I was kind of doing nothing, watching YouTube. And then I realized, like, oh shit, I have not eaten anything today. Or like this morning. So, yeah. That's why the stream is starting a bit late. Brain didn't work. I didn't register that I have to eat. Let me get rid of that. Oy. Let me check my audio first. Alright, it's fine. My audio is fine. Good. Now I can do this. And then I can do this. And now we can keep the loop going. Oh, there we go. Anyway, pressing the wrong keys. I have to capture the whole loop. There we go. It's great. It's going deep. It's going in there. How many layers is this? There's a few layers. How do they start, like, stopping them? Is there any layers below that? Oh, there is! Look how many! Oh, that's a lot of layers. Dude, so many! Oh, now they start closing. Okay. Let's go a few frames back. A few frames. Alright, this is like the maximum amount of layers. So now we have this screen. So 1, 2, 3, 4. But there's like multiple. No, it's only the. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm just gonna look for the MPV thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10. It's like 15, 14, 16, something like that. But yeah. Awesome. Pardon me. Anyway, now we are going to the ray tracing. Oh, I already have it open, actually. But the window size is interesting because I restarted my stuff. Like I restarted Cinnamon, just in case. Let's see the current state of the code first. Oh, also I should ping the Discord. Yeah. Oh, okay. Nice. I just pasted a random fucking link. Someone had that's their Discord status. I was like, let's see what this is. Let me clear out my clipboard. There we go. Let me go to Team, Streamer Mode, Enable. There we go. Go here. There we go. No, the notification has been sent. Everything's good again. Keys restored. But yeah. Let's see. So I changed the voxel generation to use a random voxels. I also have the very small world size right now. I'm gonna make it a bit larger. Like 9. So the generation uses random voxels instead of just all blue. I made the octree a lot more compact. So instead of every data chunk being 16 U32s, now it's just 8 U32s. So the size is like halved. And I think it can make the rendering a bit faster. I'm not sure about that. I know the generation is a lot faster. At least I think so. Anyway, but the main reason we're doing that is so we can fit more data. Just purely for that reason. And yeah. And you know, we can have our things and we can place the voxels. Oh yeah, and I also have this visualization. Let me first place a bunch of these voxels. Why not? There you go. You might notice these translucent boxes, cubes, whatever you want to call them. These visualize the octree branches, right? So wherever you see an edge like that, actually, where does the... Sometimes the edges are kind of hard to see for reasons, but basically this is the octree branches, and you can see where it subdivides the world into further branches. And I actually wanted to work on the visualization so that it doesn't render these translucent boxes everywhere, but it will just render the edges of the branches instead. I think that would make the rendering a bit more clear. So that's something I want to do. What else? What else do I want to do? Oh yeah, targeted branch creation. So right now, if I go somewhere like this, wait, is this out of bounds already? It is. This is still out of bounds? No, this is like, I'm lost. Alright, now we're at the edge of the world. And if I did like... Then you see how that took a while, right? Destroying is instant. But when I place that, it takes a while. And it's because it's not just creating this one branch where I place that one voxel, it's actually generating every single branch that doesn't exist. And if those branches happen to be empty, they're generated and then they're discarded. And I'm gonna go wash my hands real fast, and then I'm gonna continue this explanation. Anyway, so the reason this happens, the reason why we generate a bunch of nonsense branches is because we have the world here, divided into 4, like usual. Let's say we only have voxels in this document, right? So some stuff here. And this would be divided into further chunks and whatever. So if I place something in here, then how I generate these branches is that I call the usual generation function for this position and for this size, so that I just generate everything. So we start here, we go here, we generate this, and then we recurse down, we generate these, we recurse down, we generate these. We see this is empty, we see this is empty, we see that this has some stuff, so we generate that. We see this is empty, we recurse down, these are empty, recurse, these are empty, you know, so on and so on. Subdivide this, subdivide this, subdivide these. It's all such wasted effort from the computer, right? It's just nonsense. I shouldn't be doing that. So the plan is to not do that. And instead, when we place a single voxel, like here, we go, okay, so we want to, so we can assume this is empty, right? We descend down the octree, and we see what branch level we're at, right? So like, okay, this whole space is empty, because there's no octree branch there. Let's just append this data, and we will just say these are empty, right? Because it's a safe assumption. And then we will generate this branch. We will say these are empty. And then we'll generate these. We'll say these are empty. And then we'll append the voxel data from here, right? So this will skip a whole bunch of work. So that's something I want to do. But first, I kind of want to do the render the branches in a better way. Just because it's, like, more fun, I guess. Oh. I've been dealing with the, like, heavy technical stuff for a while now. So it'd be nice to do something else. Just for a bit. And I think working on the shader code could be fun. Cool. Anyway, that being said, let's get to the shader code. So the current way the rendering works is we have our ray color, and then whenever we where's the thing here, yeah, so we keep track of the last octant position, and then we just add this to the ray color whenever we call it, whenever we go to the voxel level, basically. Whenever the ray advances, we just add the color if the current octant is different. And the same is the case for when we're just stepping in the branch. So if we hit an empty branch, then we see, okay, is this a different branch than the last one? And it should always be the case, but, you know, XD. And then we add the ray color. And we don't do it here because otherwise we would just do bad stuff. Actually, how would it look like? It might work fine, but I think we'll just add a bunch of color for no reason. We'll see. I gotta speed this thing up at some point. And this. I mean, the initial octree generation, I'm planning on... Yeah, this is brighter, basically. Oh, but these edges are actually easier to see now. Interesting. But anyway, we're not gonna do this. What was I saying? yeah, the initial octree generation is gonna work in a way where I just generate a fully empty octree, and then whenever I place a voxel, I just update the octree in real time. Because the real-time updating is really fast. And if the world is mostly empty, it's gonna be a lot less work than just curing every single voxel in the world. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I've also been thinking that I might have to do chunks of voxels, because right now I only have one big octree. But if I do chunks, then I'll be able to do some shenanigans. Because if I wanted to move the world, for example, like if I wanted the world to be centered on the player, like how would I move the octree? That's a problem. I mean, maybe if you move. Actually, let me think. No, it's actually quite difficult. Yeah, I don't know how I would do that with the current structure of everything. So chunks could be an answer to that. But also, I don't need to move the. I don't need to center the world around the player. Like, I can just have a static box that everything exists in. And just use that. What I might do at some point is, like, have multiple octree areas and just stitch them together. And then when you're not able to see an octree area, then we unload it or something. But also for that, I think I would need to support like non-cuboid. Well, I think the areas would be always cuboids, but not cubes, right? Because currently the octrees they always have the same side length everywhere. Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, the rendered edges, I have to somehow detect when I'm on the edge of an octant. Well, I'm kind of distracted by stuff. Oh. Okay. Anyway, how do we detect when we're on the edge of an octant? We kind of should just know it. Let's think. So if we have our world here, worst line. So if we're like within this octant, for example, we have our position, then we can get the distance to this, and we can also get our distance to this and this, right? And then if the distance is smaller than some threshold, then we just return a color, right? So first, let's get these. I might make this just a separate function. Then F32, and we don't need the ray direction. What we need is the octant position. And also a vec3, F32. Then we need the octant size. I could already support cuboids by making this a vec3. Vex3. Oh, yeah. I did this. Instead of passing just one flow, we pass the 3. Whatever. And then we return a F32. I actually really like defining the function first. Because here, when I was thinking of going into here and doing the thing here directly, I'm like, where do I, like, what are all these variables? Where do I get them and whatever? No, I just define the function. And I can now worry about the logic, and then later I'll worry about where I get these variables from. Anyway, so we want to get well, technically the position is always going to be bigger than the octant position, but we'll do this anyway. Okay, can I just do this? Is this allowed? Will you cry at me immediately? Or will you wait for the voxel placement? I really just want to write something that will make it cry. Actually, yeah, if I just write some nonsense, this should cry immediately. Alright, we'll get rid of this for a bit, so our startup is instant. And that we get these errors. I want the errors. Errors. Oh yeah, let's crying about this. Okay, now it's good. We can do this. Can we get the minimum of these? This is... We go here. Vec3. What are the values of Vec3? Or no, not values, but functions. I just want to get the minimum value of the Vec. Let's do... I don't think this is a thing. Mm. We have... That's so wordy. Whatever. Make it a bit shorter. Hopefully this fits on one line. Ah, barely not. Oh, well, I'll change this as well. There we go. Now it fits within one line. Okay, we even have one character of free space. And then so vector to octant end, and we're gonna do plus minus octant size. See if everything still works. Yep, it's happy. There we go. Now, and technically this should be like calling the distance function instead of getting the minimum axis value. No, actually, no. This is correct. This is correct. Because if we're close to the edge, like here, we still want to render the line. We don't want to render only when we're close to this point. So I just clicked away from the correct tool. So yeah. So these are a bit like these names are misnomers, kind of. They don't exactly, because these are distances to the walls. Whatever, it's fine. I wonder if this returns the distance to the wall or the edge. See, we'll see. Anyway. We'll do this for now, and we have to supply this with the variables. It should cry about that. There we go. The inline function call, yep. And then we... Where do we have you? Why am I blind? Okay, here we go. So we have our position. We have our current octant position. Wait, we're calculating the position within the octant anyway. Well, I mean... I'll leave this as a separate function anyway. This might be a wrong variable type, but we'll see. It'll cry about it. Yep. Let's do this. Let's see. No. Oh, this probably has to also be like this. Also, does that work? See. It does work. And now we see only white. Ay. Oh yeah, we want to see if it's... No, we want to see if it's smaller than something. Let's see, smaller than 1. Why is it only white? 0.01 perhaps? I have no idea what the number scale is. Oh, there we go. It's kind of strange. Huh. We're not quite doing it correctly. Go here. What is happening? Do we have a vague, like, correct rendering here, and then we have a bunch of shit that shouldn't be there? Like, these lines are fine, but these are just like, what the hell? What are you? Oh, I'm using the size instead of the end. But is this not what I want here? This is what I want here. But if we don't get the absolute value, I'm coping. Oh, it's even worse. Position plus octant size. And absolute value. That should be correct. Why is it not? Is it because we're doing this after this? Still fucked. So it's the top edge is screwed up. Hmm. That's so interesting. What did I change? Oh yeah, I did that. I don't need to do that, I don't think. Let's just make it smaller. I was not doing the incorrect. No, it is still doing the incorrect rendering. Okay, but it's doing a lot less of it. It's curious. This is definitely some floating point shenanigans. So I don't have to do this anymore. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, no, I'm like completely blind. Actually, I don't have to do that. I just need to make this bigger again. Why are you like this? Okay, let's render the value. So distance is smaller than that. So we will do this. Really? Oh yeah, I need to do that. Color. Okay, so what am I supposed to engage from this? Okay, what octant level are you hitting actually? Hmm. We could encode the octant level information there as well. Probably. It doesn't seem to change anything. It's awesome. Just divided by 4. Still don't see a change in the values. How about if I go here? Oh, this is just the edge of the world. Hmm. I went outside of the world there. Okay, so what does it mean when this is closer to white? It means that the distance is close to 0, right? No, it's close to 0 when it's here. Is this inverted for some reason? I didn't mean to close the window. Let's just think about this for a moment. If distance is a high value, then it's white. Yeah. So distance is high here and stops here because of that. And here the distance is very low. So the cutoff value should be different based on the level, but why? It's fine when I'm close to these. You can see, like, this is what it's supposed to look like, right? It's actually so cool. But then when we go far away, it's like this line just gives up. Why do you give up? Brother, don't give up. Or is it some farther down line that fucks it up? It's like fine on this side, but on this side it's just... I think it might be this line, like, bleeding further than it's supposed to. But I don't know how the math works out at all. I want to see this with different colors. Oh, it's yellow. Well, whatever. Why? Or inside of the line. Or... okay, a bit too close. What is the problem? Okay, I might start just returning a Vec3 here instead. Where... return all of distances, but let me... Does this abs do something else than I think it does? Or am I getting negative values? Okay, I might be getting negative values. Okay, what does abs do? I should be correct. I should be worse. Oh, well, anyway. Yeah, no, we can't see anything. Let's do this. Dumb stuff. That's still incorrect. Okay. The problem wasn't here. Uh, do I already define float octopus? Oh, here. Okay. Oh. I know, that should be fine. Yeah, whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna do something dumb. If it works, then whatever. We deal with it. If it works, I don't need this. If this works, then I'm, well, I don't know, conflicting feelings. And it works. I have conflicting feelings, because the function that I just wrote doesn't work, but this works. Let's change the stuff. Yeah, I don't know, I'm not gonna bother fixing the math on the other function, because if this works, this works. I'm gonna be satisfied with that. If we're within the wall, then it's screwed up. Like, get a flash of white. I kind of don't want a flash of white every time we're in the edge, but I really like the visualization though. Like, this is neat. Like, it's dependent on the world. I kind of want to have it so if there are lines further away, then it's like always rendered on a constant width. But for now, this will do. Actually, is it better if we... Can I just do this? Ooh, but it's not exactly correct. Maybe this is length a function for vectors? We'll see. It appears to be. Now everything is screwed up. I think it has to be times then? Or then it's the length divided by the thing. These lines are fat. I fixed the thing. Unintentionally, kind of. Yay! It's still not perfect. Like some lines are thinner than they should be. But for the most part, they're correct. Like the negative side doesn't want to render or something. These should never be negative anyway. Oh. Now we should get the incorrect results that we were getting earlier. Well, not quite what I was thinking. We do get the incorrect results. Let's see what happens now. Just ain't right. I'll return this to here. You know, some lines are still thinner than they should be. Well, whatever. I'll remove the abs calls from here. That's better. And then we'll do like 0.01 here. I think that's a fine number. Like this line is thicker than this line. Do I need like the logarithm of the number or something? Don't know. Well, it works. I'll just do that. You can have both at the same time. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this. We'll get rid of this. We also, I guess we want to get... Why does this function actually not work? What do we do? What do we do differently in here? Return the position into an octant. Is it this thing? I have no fucking clue. And I do the same kind of thing here. I'll just copy paste the code, whatever. Now we do get the voxel boxes as well, which is great. I place voxels here, and if I place a voxel there, then we see it creates a thing. I'm wondering, do I want these lines to be behind the voxels? If I want to do that, then I just need to go the ray call. I think I'll keep them in front. Like, the lines should just not be as thick as they are. So I'll have to fix that at some point. I'll... How will this look? How will this look? Oh. Oh, I guess if we hit the sky, then we do that. Make it 0. Yes. And we can see the voxel through everything. It's kind of trippy in a way. Oh, you can kind of see the line actually. Wait, what if we just make the ray color 0? Well, now it's kind of gonna render in front anyway. Yeah, alright. We're just gonna do this. what I do kind of want to do is return a different color based on the current octant level. And at least for the voxel level, I can very easily do a different color because it's in a different place. For the others, I'll have to do some math. Let's go, let's go. Look at the voxels. Okay, we have green lines for the voxels. Also, the voxels still have the old visualization enabled. We don't need that. We don't need the last octant position anymore either. See if anything cries about anything. It should. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, so fair. Okay. Should give different colors. What do you mean? Wait, is this a Vec 3? No, it's an I-32. Oh, I see. I see. We do get different colors now. Only when we get to like this level, and then it's like one color. I'll just do it dumb. Two, 5, 6. Or let's just do 5, 12. I don't think LF is a thing here, yeah. Yeah. Then 200, 100, 64, 32, 16, 8. Well, technically I should have 1, 4, 4 as well. Also, I just realized the braces are fucked up. So I realized something else as well. Whatever. It's ugly, but whatever. Let's do 1, 1, 1. Then 1, 1, 101, Actually, I should just count it in binary to make this easier. Alright, let's start from here. 1, 2, 3. I think this is 4. Actually, what am I doing? It's... we add 1 to this. Yeah, okay, I'm not even... I can't count in binary. I'm washed. Absolutely washed. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. And then... wait, is this correct? Yes, it is. Okay. This... and then we run out of numbers. I guess I should do it a bit differently. Let's reset. So I'm gonna add spaces to these. So it's a bit easier to read, at least in my opinion. Fuck it, I'll add the spaces here as well. I will have more numerical range if we count in halves instead of wholes. 0.5, and then we do 1. 1.5 is not a thing. Okay, I think I know how to count like this now. This is actually a lot of numerical range, holy shit. Yep, I'm running out of octant sizes. 0, 0.5, and 1 here. 0.5, 1, 0.5, 0, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 1, 0.1, 0. I was just making sure there's no duplicates. I also said 0.1 instead of 1.0. Whatever. Should be fine. We should have a unique color for each one. I don't know how recognizable the colors are, but we'll see. Oh. Oh, I'm missing this. They are different. There's no real association with what color means what, but they're different at least. Also, I guess that is correct. It's just strange to see it like that. Oh, there's 1 octant missing. There we go. That's the full thing. And we go here and say set voxel random. Oh, set voxel here random. Now we have a bunch of octants generated. Interesting. Anyway. It's not perfect, but it's a thing. We're rendering the octant edges. Now I kind of want to do this Oh yeah. There we go. I want to do the visualization with this. The previous Octant visualization might have been better, but I think this can be better. Like, if I get the lines rendering correctly, stuff like that, and have sensible colors, then it'll be better. Hoo hoo hoo. There's our origin voxel. Let's remove it. Can I aim at it? Where are you? There we go. I hit it eventually. I have these octants here, which are mostly just empty. And then we have this higher level. I actually really like this visualization. And then when we get closer, we have even smaller octants. So this is more expensive to render than this. Because here the ray is skipping more, and here the ray is like going on the more dense voxel parts. Let's see. If we open this enough, then it should start, yeah, it's starting to clear out the branches, right? So see here, when I remove this, it gets rid of the voxel level branch. If I remove these, then yeah, it will clear out these as well. I actually really like this visualization. Holy. Yeah, and we can see the, like, this is an octant. Yes. So if we, oh, it crashed. Okay, why, okay, assertion failed. Where are we? 304. Okay, so we were getting a right location, and then the data in the right location wasn't all cleared out. Someone is being a meanie. Which is bad. I think I'll make it so instead of having an assert here, I'll clear out the data here. Yeah, I will not do this here. We'll just clear it out when we actually need the thing. Should be stanky, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, actually, I could have found the thing by just. So I guess here we don't clear the data. I thought it was always going to be 0 anyway. When we get there, and holy, look at this cyber city. Okay, this is worth a screenshot. Let's see. Alright, I sent it to a few friends. It's so great. Cyber City indeed. But you can see even if we're inside of a structure, because this is like all filled in, it's not being rendered. We have the different octant levels and whatever present. Probably it's a bit hard to look at maybe. But once we get here, we have the big octants. Oh, this is not even the roof. Yeah. Let's make the world bigger. No, let's do 12. It will take a while to generate because of how the system currently works. At the stream start, when I was eating, I actually didn't finish all of my food. I think what I might do is I'll finish up the rest of the food, and then I'll actually do the targeted branch generation stuff, which was kind of the goal for the stream anyway. I just go sidetracked into doing the funny rendering stuff. But yeah. I really want to see the different branch levels visualized for this. This is actually going to take a while. I made the thing too big. Okay, I think 10 is reasonable. The voxel placement is very easy to wait out because I have a meaningful progress bar. But for the branch generation, I don't really have one. It's kind of hard to visualize in your head, like how far along it is. Wait, was it 10 before? Did I just change it back? For sure not. Right? It was smaller. It was like 8. But this is gonna be like instant when I'm done with the thing that I want to do. Now let's go up here. Let's see how big the world is. Woo, it's big. Uh, here we are. So we are at the edge of the world now. I swear this is like the same size as before or something. Let's make it one bigger. 1 power of 2 bigger. Yahoo! Yippee! Oh. Hold on. Damn. The timing was great. It's I was just about to check like Twitch stuff on browser, and then I see chat messages. I was like, hold on, wait, is it? Do I not see this on OBS? Then I go back into OBS and I see your messages. I literally just like tabbed just when you sent those messages. That's awesome. Yeah. I haven't gotten into the technical stuff yet. I've been sidetracked on doing some rendering shenanigans. And once the world is done generating, you'll be able to see this. And the technical thing I want to do is speeding this up. Alright. Right now, this takes way too long. So instead of querying every single voxel, I'm gonna do a thing where I generate an empty octree at the start, and then whenever you place a voxel, it will just update the octree instantly. And even if you're placing down a whole bunch of voxels, that should be faster than generating the whole thing. And yeah, yep, that's the plan. That is the plan. And then if you save a world to disk, but I think I'll just save the octree. I'll just save it to disk and then load it directly. I think that's the sensible choice. And then if the octree for some reason corrupts, then I guess we'll regen it. You know, it will take a while. But it's like two paths. Either you carry every single voxel. Well, no, you have to carry every single voxel anyway. Yeah. True. Oh, because yep. You do need to know everything to render everything. And then we spit out the octree. Printing a bunch of numbers. For this step, yeah. I don't need to print the octree, but I do. But hey, this is the current debug visualization for the octree. We have edges and different octree levels are rendered with different colors. But the lines are a bit stinky. I try to get the width to be the same on different levels, but it's just not the same. You know, it is what it is. And I can destroy these voxels and then it will get rid of the octants, and we can see that it gets rid of the octants. Almost at voctants. Voxel octant. Voctant. True. Oh, this is a bit trippy. I need to fix the camera projection at some point. But yeah, anyway, let's go. And this is what it looks like inside of the block of voxels. It's very great. And then here's above, and we have the big voxel levels. Yeah, and if we're sitting like at exact coordinates, then the line just eats our vision, which is not good. Also, these lines don't want to render correctly. That's a bit sad. The compensation isn't working as it should. The big octants. Oh, there we go. Oh, this is the edge of the world. Let's actually fall down. Whee! Jumping doesn't require for you to land on the ground. You can just jump forever. Yippee. Anyway. Maybe. I mean, this is just debug visuals. But, I'm considering it. I took one screenshot, which was nice earlier. But we'll see. I think I don't actually use this function. Didn't work correctly. I also have some duplicate code now, which is awesome. Oh. There, and also fix the crash. Um, mhm. Yep, that's fine. We'll push those, and I'll do the classic where I stash everything and then test if everything runs. And my plan was that I will finish eating after I'm done with the visual stuff, which I'm now done with, and then I'll get started on the targeted octree branch generation and make everything optimized and whatever. So I can do that. Also play stuff, everything works. Wahoo, yahoo. Now let's restore the stash. Yeah. So I will real fast just eat up, and then I will be back. Let me. The two G's are critical in there. And then if I do this, not starting soon, this thing. There we go. I think this is good. So I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna do some technical stuff after. And eating like 5 to 7 minutes or something. It's gonna be quick. Yeah, be right. I'm not done eating yet, but Laird, you should try making games. I don't know if I don't have any memory of any like game project from you. It's fun. It's fun. And you don't like have to you don't have to do everything from scratch. No, I'm not technically I'm not doing everything from scratch. I'm not like talking to the operating system myself. I'm using libraries. But you can just like use a game engine, right? It's fun. I highly recommend game dev. Are there any games that you would like to exist that don't exist? I don't know which game you're talking about. I feel like that's still vague. Um, but no, I don't know which game you're talking about. Bam. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much you have your hands full with programming already, but if you need something to do, like I think game dev is great. It's very satisfying to get something moving on the screen and control it and yeah. But I mean, do people in web dev say the same thing? Where it's like you do a whole bunch of front end and back end and you're like, yeah, you should try web dev, it's great. Does that happen? Yeah, exactly. You know? Yeah, it's amazing. It's like it's not even that you're stuck in the past or something, because even in the past, people would know how to center a box. It's like you're forming an alternate dimension where the easy stuff is just hard for some reason, and everything is JavaScript. Laughing at my own jokes. God damn it. Anyway, an alternate dimension where the easy is hard and then everything is JavaScript. I think that's a good description of web dev. Uh, but yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, I don't know. Just like fucking just download Godot and just start going ham. I don't know. World's Adrift. I don't know what that is. Let's see. Am I allowed to copy anything from this text field? Let's go. I am allowed. Also, I'm gonna get water soon. I have run out of water. Hmm. Actually, I'm gonna go to the Steam page. I don't know why I avoided going to the Steam page. Mixed reviews. Interesting. Mm-hmm. So this is something that I would like to create? Question mark? Oh, rip. Ah, okay, okay. Fair. I didn't have the whole story. Mm-hmm. Rip. Oof. Well, well, well. It's yeah, but I mean even for me. Like, I have an eventual goal of making the SSM remake and whatever. Like, that's the real thing that I eventually want to do. But I have a lot to learn before I can make that project and achieve the vision I want, right? Like, I could kind of get there now, but the visuals would be worse than they should be. The netcode, most likely. Like, I wouldn't get it on the first try, or it would be subpar. I think the physics would be fine for the most part. And there might be some kinks here and there, but like me trying to make that project where I have a very strong vision for what it should be and very high standards, like I know it will just fail, right? Or I will just bang my head against the wall until I don't want to do it anymore, and then the project fails. So, I want to do a few easier projects first. Yeah, fair, fair. That's fair. Yeah. MMO definitely isn't. Unless you already really know how to program, right? But and even it's not even just programming. Like you have to balance everything and yada yada yada. Um, but you can have your sights set on a project that you eventually want to make, and then make a bunch of smaller projects that build up to that, right? Like for example, this Voxel parkour game is gonna give me the building blocks for the voxel placement. Rendering is gonna be. I mean, I do want to render characters for the SSM game, so platform fighters game, and the characters aren't gonna be just voxels. So I'm gonna have to work on the rendering when I get there. But for this parkour game, I don't need that. I need only voxels, right? So I can just focus on that. I have some rendering stuff. Audio, I'm gonna have to figure out at some point. Well, yeah. Anyway, and for you, if you want to make that, like, this is that kind of a game, fully doable in like Godot, for example, or like Unity or Unreal, whatever you choose. Like, you don't have to start from scratch. But for me, I just have a strong enough vision for the technical stuff that's hard to achieve, like with Godot, for example, right? Or it gets to the point where like if the thing is so hard to implement with Godot, it's like, why don't I just do everything myself and learn even more? That's where I'm at. Yeah, I don't know. And also, um, if you start doing game dev stuff, it's gonna be way easier for me to like comment on stuff and whatever. Whenever you link me web dev stuff, I'm like, cool. But I I don't really have anything to say about it most of the time. It's unfortunate, honestly. But it's like I see you like scrape data, it's like, sure, it's rough. But yeah. Uh but I will go get some water, and then I will get. Okay. It's also mistyped. Why the BRB text is like locked? There we go. Let's just leave this here, and then I'll get the water, and then we'll get to the technical stuff. Oh, actually, I'm not gonna get the water yet. Yeah, exactly. I'll not as soon as you get here. I'm gonna wait just so I can like. Actually, I'm just gonna show you. Then I will leave you to your devices for a moment. Um. Mhm. So for me, the voxels are how to say, like for physics and everything else than rendering, the voxels are stored as just there's this in chunks, and the chunks are just flat arrays. You know, the boring, normal, whatever, yada yada. But for rendering, I'm making them into an octree, and also my world size is too big right now. This is taking too long, and the thing that I want to do is optimizing this. Like it's so slow. It's excruciatingly. I can't even fucking pronounce that word. Excruciatingly. Yeah, there we go. Excruciatingly. It's too slow. Anyway. Also, I'm in the wrong script. Or there we go. Let's make it 8. That's gonna be really fast. Oi oi oi. I mean, I don't store vertices. I just store the voxels, if that makes sense. Oof. Yeah, that's fair. Also, yeah, I have the debug render now as well. So these cubes you see are octants. I'm not doing triangles. I'm doing ray tracing. There are 0. Well, there are 2 triangles technically, which is, you know, one triangle going to the screen like this, and another triangle going to the screen like this. And then I ran a fragment shader on those. Now, I am not doing triangles because I don't like triangles, and I thought that ray tracing would be more fun. Right? Oh shit! There we go. My bad. I was still prepared to leave. Anyway, yeah, um, you know, we have the octants where I have a debug render that shows me where the octants exist. No, I mean, I already ate. I just need to get more water. I ran out of water while eating. Yeah, let me actually go above the thing. Yeah, the world is quite small right now. It like ends right here. Yeah. If Ray exists outside of the world, then I just stop the Ray. It's a bit easier on the GPU to do that. So I can't like go outside of the world and look at everything from further away. I could technically do an optimize. I could do a more granular optimization where if the ray is pointing towards the scene and we're outside, then it's fine. But if the ray is outside and it's pointing away, then we should stop the ray immediately. But yeah, I can be inside of this area and like destroy voxels and everything works. The octree is updated like instantly, which is very nice. And yeah, everything just kind of works, right? But there are a few stinky things left. And the ray tracing really isn't that complicated. Like we take a screen position. Like basically we know where each pixel is on the screen, right? And we take the pixel position and then we turn the ray based on the screen UV coordinates. And I'm doing it incorrectly right now, which is why you see this fisheye lens effect. If I was doing correctly, then it wouldn't be like that. Anyway, we just shoot a ray, and then we traverse the octree, and whatever, bada bing bada boom, and then when we hit something, we get the color, and the pixel is that color. Yahoo. Let me 0. We also have some, wait, this should be transparent. Did I break transparency? No, don't tell me. Is transparency broken? No way. No way. I'm getting so much debug, I can't even see anything. This should be just air. Yeah, so that does nothing. Good. 12, so this should be like very, very translucent. Okay, I broke transparency. Why is transparency broken? Oh, I literally just disabled transparency. Maybe that's why. God damn. Yeah. Oh, but yeah, I like when I was using Godot, I would have had the same kind of. Well, I had what the hell? What the hell? What is broken? 112. What did I break? Did I just delete something accidentally? Oh, shader. I just have a random thing here now. Nice. Definitely not scuffed. Not scuffed at all. I'll elaborate on that in a bit. But when I was using Godot, I had the same where like, oh, I don't know how I would do ray tracing, right? And I was using the engine to I built the engine handle the triangles, right? But for me right now, no, what the what? I moved this out. Oh, okay. I see now. I have like highlighted text and dragged and dropped the text. That's awesome. So I did this where I highlighted it and then hold on. I did this. That's amazing. Honestly, if I could disable that in this text editor, I would. I never use that. Who have we ever used it intentionally? Is my question. Anyway. Yeah, but when I was using Godot, I just let the engine handle the triangles and I was generating the triangles. But now, like, I have to handle the triangles myself, right? And where do we have the boilerplate code? Like, there's some amount of code here that's kind of just copied from a tutorial. This is not that part. This is not that part. This is starting to get to the point where that's copied from the tutorial. And well, this is the voxel placement, right? Like I just call a function to set a voxel, and I can go into the set voxel in a moment. But it's like, we're creating a surface, we're creating an adapter. I don't even ask me what this is, right? I just know it works. Getting surface capabilities, blah 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 blah. It's just vomiting all of this just to get a window running and to be able to do anything. All of this just oof. And yeah, here I create my octree buffer. Smile. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit that you need just to be able to do anything. Right? And if I want to do triangles, I have to do that myself. right? And I was just thinking, like, why don't I just send the voxels and just ray trace, right? It seems so much simpler than worrying about triangles and doing everything correctly with those. And like making sure everything is optimized. Like the ray tracing is just so much more fun, right? So I do ray tracing. And there's also the part where I kind of want to have portals. And if I want to have perfect portals, with ray tracing, I literally just teleport the ray from point A to point B and let it continue. Or if I want to have perfect mirrors, I rotate the ray in place. With triangles, good luck. Right? Oh, really? Oof. You shouldn't do that, but ay. Yeah, anyway, just ray tracing more fun, and portals and mirrors are easier. Let me test the transparent voxels now. What is... That's awesome. Transparency is broken, but it shouldn't be this broken. There we go. That's... It's like a hypercube on certain angles. That's so cool. Like from this side, it's good. It looks normal, and then you go on this side, wrong. That's so awesome. See, this is like an... We've entered the alternative dimension by going inside of the translucent voxel. That's crazy. Why does it like distort the lines? I don't understand this. What? I don't think I tried to turn the things, but okay, sure. No, clearly I do turn the rays somehow. Yeah, true. True. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Oh yeah, and translucent voxels don't work correctly with the... Like if I break this, it shouldn't um obstruct these voxel faces, but it does. And that's something that I need to fix. Maybe that's what I was seeing earlier. I don't know. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, this is... That's crazy. It's so bizarre. I think... Hold on. This is a screenshot, for sure. Oh, I didn't mean to destroy that. Dude, this is even crazier. The cube. The cube of chaos. Move a bit. Actually, no, this is pretty good. This is what I'm gonna get on my clipboard. Yeah, no, all good, all good. It's I was just about to say that I will get the water now. I just have my plate in between me and my keyboard. I'm like, I gotta get rid of this, and then I'm gonna get some more water, and then yes. But I will do pump, pump, and I will get the water. I'll be gone for just a few minutes. Yeah. Also, if you have any links to your own stuff, if you can like show what you're doing, then feel free to do that. For me, for example, hold on. I hope I wrote that correctly. I did. Let's go. I have like a thing thingy thing. Like it's a small page just showing what the project is about. I highly recommend making pages like that. Just something like that where you can just link it and it's like, here's my project. Smile. It's so cool. Yeah, BRB now. Water has been acquired. Oh, there's the thing. There we go. Oh, ah, time to sit down. All right. I should have muted the microphone before I adjusted the stand. I don't know if that sound came through. Anyway. Let's first check. Okay. Go. We do not have any. Oh, yeah. I think that actually makes sense. Alright, combo format. Nothing changes. Good, good, good. Uh, 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 uh. Yeah, so we don't want to do this. Yes. I think kind of want to go to the descend octree function and then we start from there. Or do I want to go to generate octree? This is right here. Oh, do I already have a function for this? Oh yeah. I do. Oh yes, 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 yes. I love the fact that I've written some thoughts down in here. This is in voxels. A bit stinky, but whatever. Is this in the voxels thing? It is. It isn't the impl block, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, it's right above this. That's good. Kind of want to move this function into the octree impl block instead of being in the voxels. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, okay. Yes, yes, okay. Now my brain is like actually starting to work. Um, well, we should assume that it's branch data. Right, if it's voxel data, then something has gone wrong. See, it shouldn't cry. It's crying. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I need to ignore the variables. Okay. But I don't want to ignore these. We have two values here. How do we know the size ever? Oh yeah, the octree right location should have it. Just ooh. Oh, we get the octree level as an I32 from this. Free info. Send octree. What do we do here? Return octree descent info, and descent info has the octree level. Okay. There we go. We're just gonna need to pass in the octree level to this function as well. Good, good, good. And now do we do need that? Yes. Now we just need to hoop out the bunch of branches, and yes, so I need to get a right location, and then these are actually the parent right locations. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yep. And then we go. So now we're letting the parent branch know the location of the child branch, right? And now we need to generate the child branch. But generate the child branch actually is going to be the same logic as this. Like, we just need to let the parent know where the child is. And that's the whole process of generating the parent branch. So we're going to make this a loop. we're gonna make it a loop. We want to divide the octree level. Oh yeah, it has to be mutable. Hmm. Yep. That's good. I want to make this mutable. This also has to be mutable. Mm-hmm. We have to get the right offset, which is going to be the most difficult part of this. And then after we're done with this, then we have to get the voxel data and write it to the right location. Also, go. Now the names make a bit more sense. Yes. So when we're getting the voxel data here, then we do stuff with the current branch right location and not a parent branch right location. And how do we get the right offset? Also, this has to be outside of the loop, actually. And we copy this from earlier. Could turn it into I could turn this into a function. Yoink. Do cargo format. Yep. We don't have the position of the branch, which sucks. Now we have that. Oh. They're called the octant world position. I'll also... What do I call it here? Current octant boss, I guess. I'll just change the name. Current octant size. Oh, we're calling it octree level here. Oh, I don't need to do this a second time. Where did I say current octant size? Oh, here. And then post needs to be a different name. Okay, now it's not crying anymore. Good. Nice. Now it's complaining even less. Octant world position is octant world position plus octant position add. Yes, yes, yes. Technically, this should work. Aside from the fact that we don't get the voxel data currently. Cheat and do it with the previous function. Ba -ba -ba. Ooh, we don't pass the chunks into here. There we go. And oh yeah, it's supposed to be chunks, not voxels. Nice. That should technically work. The only problem is if we get a empty thing. Or actually, let me think. Oh. This doesn't work. So I get the child right location here. If we break here, then This is like hacked together stuff. Should work. This is like very bad, but it should work. Let's just call the function and see what hell breaks loose. Alright, so instead of this, we're gonna call this. I feel bad about this function, but it's whatever. Let's see. What do you want? What do you want? So I want to say voxels instead of self. Okay, so we need the octree. We need the world position. We should have that. Need the right position. Octree right location. Okay. I could just pass the index directly. Argument's still missing. That's fine. Expected. Octant world position. What is it called here? What fields are available? Tell me. Spill the beans. I thought you don't want to tell me. Okay. Branch world position. Alright, there we go. Should still be missing 2. The octant size. I think it's called this. I could have just passed in the octree info instead of getting all of the variables separately, but it is what it is. Okay. Let's see what happens. This is very, very stinky, very bad. We'll see. Will it do anything? Is a good question. It will still be slow in the initial generation. But see if we can place anything. We cannot. Oh, did I? Oh, infinite loop? I don't know how we entered an infinite loop. At least it wasn't a GPU infinite loop. Also, you can see my memory usage started rising. That's fun. I'm guessing we never got to here. Also, I'm 100% prepared to not finish this stream. But we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Let's try to. Well, destroying still works like it should. Placing works if we're placing within the octant. Like, this is still like placing within the octant, right? Okay, octant size goes to 0. How do you go to 0? Start at 1? What? What do you mean it's 1? Huh? Oh, it's already at 2. Okay, sure. Okay. That makes sense. I'm like having trouble visualizing the entire system in my head because of tiredness. I'm seriously just compromising on sleep. Like, I should just have like an hour of time before going to sleep where I just relax and then I sleep. But instead, I go sleep like 20 minutes late. Wait, it just works? No way. This feels wrong. That was way too easy. Why does it just work? Does it crash if I do something? That was just a rendering bug. I happened to enter like a perfect height where the debug line was in the way. Okay, it just works. This is scary. So I'm kind of saying that it's scary because I think I should think it's scary. Honestly, I'm happy that it just works. But it is kind of suspicious how easily that happened. And I do have to make it more proper. Go 11. But I will do the real test, which is to have a big world and then place something. Also, I'll let the voxels appear. Yeah. I'll go to the like empty corner of the world and place a voxel, and if it takes time to generate that, I failed somehow. But if it's instant, then it's good. So we're gonna sit through this, generate all the branches, and then I'm gonna see if it works the way it's supposed to. Assuming it does, the thing that I would like to do next is to avoid this initial generation thing and just start from an empty octree. and then just update the octree as we go when we place the voxels. But there's a problem with that where if I completely empty the octree, it breaks. I don't know why. So I would have to fix that first. At least I think so. I don't have a clear image in my head of what it would look like to generate an empty octree. I guess I have the size of the octree and then I have just a bunch of values that are 0. And that's the first level of the branch. It should actually be pretty trivial. And then a thing that I have to do is that if I empty a branch, I shouldn't mark it as a free write location if it's the root branch. And then that should fix the other issue. And then when I can generate a bigger world without waiting for this, I can up the size a lot and then I can just start building. And then I can start making blocks out of the voxels. So I want to have 8x8x8 blocks made out of voxels and then place those instead of individual voxels. And when I have that, I can start building gameplay. Like I can start building levels. Well, I mean, for levels, I'll also need save load. But that's trivial. At least I think so. Yeah, we're going forward. We're forging onward to having gameplay, which is awesome. And we have the big area here. 2040, 2040, 2040. And this is the edge of the world. Now we say set voxel here random. And it's instant! Yay! And I can delete it and it's instant. It just works. It doesn't take a few seconds. It just does it. That's so cool. I love the amount of, like, look at the branch debug. Like, you have all of these boxes here. All of this, and then you remove one voxel. And it's all gone. And it's also the same process if I place something here. Now we generate a bunch of branches there, and then I can go... This is actually too far. Yeah. Did I learn anything any time, anywhere, ever? No. The answer is no. I should also do a thing where I can point at a location and press a button to teleport there. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Oh, because I have this where I can say set voxel here. I have plans to make the here keyword like a generic thing where when you're trying to pass in a location to a command, you can just say here, and then it will always just take the camera's current position. Well, I mean, offset down a bit, because that's the player position. What I should do, where it's like voxel, right, set voxel, right? Set voxel looking, or like, you know, like basically just take the position that we're looking at, right? that would be good. So I could teleport to the location that I'm looking at with a command. And then, you know, also I want to have a thing where I could bind command to keys. So, you know, I could do like, oh, bind the, then have the command. It's like, oh, and then I would press V and then would DB there. Or even if I have command history, which I do want to have, that is in the plans, that is in the works, I would be able to just like press D and then press up a few times, and then I would have the last command. Can I snipe that voxel that's keeping this branch alive? I have no idea where it is. Where's the voxel? Where is it? I'm trying very hard to find it. Like somewhere there, I think. It's so hard to find a thing that's a billion miles away. Also, I need a thing to turn off the debug visuals. Where is it? But I could easily bind a key just to like set a variable on the GPU side that disables the debug render. Dude, where is the voxel? The one voxel, the one piece holding these branches together. I'm gonna like get right next to it and then I'm gonna find it. This is exciting gameplay. So this is a screenshot. I'm gonna save it soon. Wait, it's somewhere there? For sure. I see the bright green. Where exactly? Ah, so painful. I know the range is enough to, like, on the voxel placement destruction. Could have reached it. It's like trying to hit a needle in a haystack. I'm like punching the haystack. Where's the voxel? There? Yes! Finally! Finally. Holy. That took so long. Anyway, how much did we destroy here? Did we hit anything? We should have. There might be like one voxel missing here and there. I'm not seeing any. Maybe, I don't know what the range actually is. Everything seems to be intact here. Well, anyway, that was a fun side quest. Alright, I'm gonna write down the idea for like the looking argument. Right, that's in the notes now. The initial generation be better. Yes, I have plans for that. I'm not gonna get into doing that right now though. Alright, also I want the thing where hotkey for turning Debug visuals on and off. Alright, this is some more notes. Share an empty initial branch, update it as along. And there was something else that I want to have the looking thing, carrying the is the empty initial branch. Oh yeah, also don't erase the root branch. There we go. That's all that I want to write. There's one small feature that I will implement now, which is hold escape to quit the game. Instead of the instant you hit escape and you weren't typing anything into the console, the game dies. Because if you're writing something in the console, the hotkey to stop writing is escape. So if you press escape once, you stop writing. But if you press escape again, or if you press escape while you thought you were typing, but you weren't typing, the game is just like, okay, see ya. And that's kind of annoying. So here, if I'm typing, you can see the console string is some. If I press escape, the console string is none. If I press escape again, the game is none, right? So we're gonna go to here. Do we know? Input state. Alright, we need to modify the input state for this. How do I do the input states currently for all the other keys? Oh, I do it here. Mm-hmm. Or should I make it so the console string quitting is some other key? And just keep, because I kind of want to keep escape as a thing where you just press it and the game just tries to instantly quit. I can see that being valuable, where if the game is like about to crash and eat all of my RAM, I can just hit escape and then not even the next game tick, but the next time it processes inputs, it will just be like, gotcha, bro. So I should have this, even if you're typing something into the console. And I need some other key to escape from the console. I could just make you press enter. Or erase everything. Yep. Or is there some other key? Let me think. Just looking at my keyboard. Fuck it. I'll keep the way it is currently. Now that I think about it. Yes. Alright. I think that's all for now. I think. So let me see if we write anyone or if we just stop here immediately. We will just stop here. Alright. Next time, I'm gonna make the initial generation of the world faster. At least that's the plan. Then, when the initial generation is faster, I can make the world bigger, and then we're closer to getting gameplay going, which is awesome. But yep, I'm gonna hop out, do some stuff, maybe play some video games. We'll see. I also have an exam on Monday. Aye. But yeah. Thank you. Yes, on Monday. I mean, we had an exam every day this week, but there's just too many exams, right? So, like we gotta have one more on Monday, and some other people also have an exam on Tuesday. Like people who are studying German. But yeah, it's exam week hitting different. At least it's one exam per day and not like multiple per day. But yeah, I'm gonna hop out. You also have a good one, and yeah, if you started on the game dev stuff, let me know. I'd be if you pick Godot, I can help you also with that. It's a good engine in my opinion. I think you would go with Godot over Unity. Oh, not week or month. Damn. You have your month planned out? Oof. Well, it might not be an oof. Damn. Yeah. Have a good one. I'm gonna hop off for now. See y'all later. Bye.